to the Big Easy. Today in New Orleans, Louisiana, Caesars Superdome, home of the RNL Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Dukes offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Takes the easy completion. Nice move to pick up yardage. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st. Still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dukes have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grab behind the line. It's Alston. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Flames offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make...
There he goes! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Hand off from the shotgun. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. Got a 1st down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Blue. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Flames had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick step and go. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So an 82-yard drive there. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sanchez. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Goes to the option. Breaks the tackle.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Back to pass, it's Vasco. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Just keeps moving. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Runs for the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Flames trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the read to the right, he'll try to get it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bringing it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Barnett. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle, it's Ellis. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man, it's Kyle. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Orleans Bowl.
The Dukes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Shakes off the defender. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Blue. Fights off a defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense in a split backfield. Dropping back, it's Basco. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Flames send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Slithers into space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Red pass, it's complete. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. He'll pull it on the read, fighting off the defender.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Alston. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Dukes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for space, it's Gray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Basco. He's got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Copeland. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option, he breaks a tackle. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this one is perfect. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense or at least prevent a score here late in the 4th. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Copeland. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it, 1st and 10 at the 42. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Sanchez. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Barnett. Finds us back in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Escapes trouble. Escapes trouble. There's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Got it behind the line. It's Alston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Dropping back, it's Basco. Quickly to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Mobley. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here comes the heat. Here's the pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throwing right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese, and there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus, and they get a sense of urgency now that they got
It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Time to figure out now for the fun part. Here, congratulations. Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Texas A&M's offense will get first crack at it here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Concepcion. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So FIU's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Snagged in the middle, it's Perry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. FIU pushing tempo. To throw, it's Jenkins. Grab near the marker, it's Perry. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Using his legs, it's Owens. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Reed. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Bussey. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. On the run, it's Moss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Thrust that arm out. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, FIU.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quick completion on the out. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. FIU pushing tempo. Running behind that left side. Runs through a tackle. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Gonna run it. It's Moss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Sweet cut there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dawson. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they... Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab on the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Complete on third down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. FIU set up with another first down. Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick tempo here for the offense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. No huddle here for the offense.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Dawson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. FIU pushing tempo. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Panthers! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Spins away from the defense. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Calls his own number. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch it.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. FIU pushing tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. FIU will line up to punt. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Norman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Concepcion. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Carroll. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking for space. It's Moss. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A&M comes back out with another first down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, as we're here for what should be another exciting edition of the Rate Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, You know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Plows through the defense. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to throw. It's Mateer. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Takes the handoff. It's up. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kent. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hoosiers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Touchdown Sooners! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Finds his big tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes the handoff, it's Beebe. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line, it's Lewis.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap.
There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Mendoza. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Grabbed in the middle, it's Beebe. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Finding open areas. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And now on second down for this offense. On the move, it's Ott. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Kent. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Hard running there. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we can feel the excitement of this Rate Bowl in Phoenix back here in our studios. Talk about a riveting first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, and the exciting conclusion of the Rate Bowl.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Using his legs, it's up. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. They boot it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Gets rid of it. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Keeps it on the bootleg. With the catch, it's Beebe. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. He makes a catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
PAT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mateer. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. He'll sneak it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hoosiers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Hemby. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off to stop the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well.
Hello and welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. We're excited to be here. A couple of teams prepared for a showdown to see who will emerge as victors in today's IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Out of the end zone. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Under fire. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Give to the running back. Makes his man miss. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Summers. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen. You set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Finn. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch, it's Reynolds. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Red Hawks are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tracy. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Hawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Red Hawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Miami! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Summers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Summers. Turning it on! They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. The pitch. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught over the middle, it's Summers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Rayner. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rucker. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Cross. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Oh, they block it. He's got the ball, and it's live.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. On the move. Powers through the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Redhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Finn. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Russell. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Plucks it out of the air. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Tracy. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Redhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fires on the run. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Red Wolves will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Wants to go up top on first down. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On the ground, it's Tracy.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with his back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Red Wolves are threatening in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Rayner. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And that one will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to let... There he goes! Got the first down, looking for more. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. On target over the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella, throw him the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rayner. With the catch, it's Rucker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snags it on the right. Finds a seam. Attack. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He has the first and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Quick completion on the out route.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Red Hawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grab behind the line, it's Rucker. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Just keeps slinging it. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Back to pass, it's Finn. Snagged in the middle, it's Tracy. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williamson. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The receiver on the jet sweep. Nice move to keep running. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burris. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's reeled in. It's Burris. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Makes the grab. Runs through the tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Red Wolves really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback takes a knee. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking in to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention.